Hello, I'm Max Sharpwriter, and we'll be talking about the Furtive Perseverance Set. I like to call this Survivor Set from the episode of Survivor. Now, this is another one of those three pieces of kit in the same mission, so you'll be replaying the mission a lot. And less like it, many others had its own 3-week event where the world were unlocked each week in rotation, in addition to having a bonus for that week. Many of these 3-week events had a enhanced universal tech upgrade or one specialization point as a reward for completing it once per week in the box. This often meant that we learned how to get through the episode as fast as possible or speedrun it during this mission. And as this is a ground set, we'll be quickly covering ground sets. Ground sets are groups of items that when equipped, get bonuses only when those multiple items from the group that are equipped. As a quick reminder that ground sets are usually 3 pieces. Only one ground set is locked behind an event. Only 2 ground sets have equipped, and both of those kits are mission rewards, and not today. And the Survivor set is part of the many weapon, armor, and shield sets. Now, unlike most other things there's a lot of somewhat technical terms we need to cover. So here we go. The first term is ambush. Now this is pretty much it provides a large bonus to the next attack for the user. This is usually usually as a tactical captain or tactical bridge officer, you can add an ambush skill to yourself. Dodge chance. This is a chance to take a reduced damage by about 50%, and initially you don't get it. You don't get any dodge chance yourself. Everything has 0 dodge chance unless you add it on yourself, and you can actually boost your dodge chance without any equipment by using the crouch button. Crouch on PC is C, however console users may find it on the wrong controls. Kit readiness is a kit or bridge officer skill cooldown reduction stat. This is not something you can. This is somewhat you can add it to your skill tree, and some equipment will boost it yourself. Kit performance improves your kit or your boss skill effects. It's generally used to improve your healing or damage. And now we're going on to the actual equipment. Now the first piece is the armor. The Romulan Operative Combat Armor Mark 12 is all the stats we're using. It produces some decent, what appears to be damage resistances, but they're relative, and produces, the big thing is the increase with a 15% dodge chance, and you also get a shield regeneration for equipping this armor. You also get 10% extra stealth, and when you stealth, you get increased health regeneration and run speed. And to get stealth on this character, you may need to use something such as the personal shield, because your shield, as I say, is every 300 capacity, and it rapidly regenerates by not taking damage. If you're crouching, it takes only 2 seconds, but if standing, it takes 3 seconds. It triggers the skill called Reactive Escape upon taking damage, and it's clocking the player for about 10 seconds. So if you get hit, occasionally you'll just disappear. And this is called hit occur once every 30 seconds. It reduces phaser damage to shields by about 20%, and depending on who you're fighting against, this could be useless or not, or pretty decent. So usually if you're fighting, and you gain additional stealth as well. Now we're going to be covering the compression pistol, which comes with it. Now this is somewhat bit of a heavy read to go through, but both the left side is the primary power and the quick, and the right side is the secondary power. Basically, because every weapon in the game has three powers. Usually primary weapon, a heavy duty secondary power on the weapon, and a melee attack, sometimes known as power. And depending on what type of weapon you're using, it will either you usually get palm strike or rifle butt. But in this case, we'll be covering about the weapons. Polaron, you'll get this being a Polaron weapon. It does Polaron damage. It does, in addition to your hitting from behind, the bonus for normal hitting behind, you get a 100% additional damage to that, and get additional 75% damage as well if you are stealth at the same time. Kills with this skill has a 20% chance to apply ambush to you. This does require the set bonus of cover tracks. Ambush is a ability to boost your weapon damage, and you also have a 5% chance to cause weapons malfunction to the target which you hit for 10 seconds, but it's only 5% chance. You got 2% increased critical chance and 20% critical damage boost. And for the bolt, the secondary one, the bolt setting, is increased damage. So it's, well, if you notice that, increased damage per hit, and unlike the standard weapon, it has a slight knockback with a 10 repel from you, and again all the same bonuses as before, other than this compression bolt takes 7 seconds to recharge. And the real thing is when you're doing it, you having one of these weapons, this set is what these set bonuses are. So set for having two pieces set, you get an increased critical chance while stealth and not moving, and it's doubled to 20% if you're not crouched. If you're crouched as well, and you get 20% critical severity while stealth and not moving, and again it's doubled to 40% when you're also crouched. And you also get 25 kit readiness, which decreases the time for your kit powers to recharge. So very nice to have if you can use them. Now, set 3 is covered tracks, and your kills with the Polaron Covert-Ops compression pistol has the ability to apply ambush whenever you use it, whenever you fired. You kill it, yeah. And you also get increased kit performance, which means you can do a lot more damage or heals if you use it on your kits. Well, really, the big question is, who's going to use it? So who's this set for? Now this is brilliant for stealthy characters and characters who do not want to get hit. This weapon is only really useful for using sneaky rear attacks to make up the actual damage, because I've done a comparison with most other weapons, and they do about at least twice twice the damage of the weapon on its own, and I mean, and we're talking similar type of weapons, not a similar stats as well. So it actually it improves your tries to improve your survivability by reducing the damage that you actually can take. But the kit bonuses are really a big thing, big bonuses are really for kit owners, because most of the time your kit module is the only thing you can use to boost your kit bonuses outside your own bridge off own skill out of your own skill tree. As I said, this is really recommended for a heavy kit user, and you want to make your kits perform better. So, is this good? I said in the episode when I got it that this would be brilliant for your science healer bridge officer, and I do stand by that, because your science bridge officer doesn't want to be doing damage. He wants to be using his science bridge officer. He wants to be using his heal skills, and if he's not doing damage, he's not going to be shot at as much. And when he does get shot at, they're not going to hit him as much. But for doing damage, not really. This set actually works better with some of the other. Works reasonably well with the command kit model, or the bridge officer or the command bridge officer skill called Take Cover. This pushes your bridge officer's couch, and this set does require couching. And because I've lost the end of this page, and this is the last page anyway, you can do a bit of fun with your abilities, with your lockbox abilities. You can get yourself into the right position, or get yourself into basically a automatic free flanking position on demand, and do a lot of damage that way. However, these are expensive lockbox abilities that you pull out of certain boxes out of lockboxes, and that's, in my opinion, the only reason why I can't talk about it, prove it. I can't test those skills out because of the expense of them. But this really is Max Writer. I'm going to see you guys next time.